Having said that, I want to thank, the Indonesian ambassador, His Excellency Ambassador Musera, for hosting the second tournament here at Addis Ababa Golf Club. He is a wonderful person. We see him once in a while, playing golf, so he knows, what golf means, for many people. And this opportunity that he brought to us is also highly appreciated, Ambassador. Thank you so much. I have very little to say, and I'll pass the microphone to Ambassador to say a few words. Thank you so much.
Good morning, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, good morning, caddies behind. First of all, welcome to the second Indonesian Golf Tournament here in this very lovely Addis Ababa Golf Club. And thank you very much for coming and joining us. I just reminded you there are at least three things. First, golf is a sport, right, among the friends. Second, golf is a picnic, right? Right, like the tourists coming to the fairway, picnic. And the third one is that golf is also the place where we can do our lobby business meeting, so we can discuss about your business otherwise later on during the tournament. And not more than that, thank you very much. Enjoy your game, and everybody, all are champions, but we have only 8 trophies for the best. Thank you very much. I'd like to recognize the presence and the participation of our good friends, Ambassador Roland from the European Union there, and also Ambassador Badlibai from Kazakhstan, Ambassador Kira. Where I didn't see you, Kira.
It is obvious that sports play a very crucial role in public diplomacy. Golf sport is among types of sports that bring together people with different backgrounds, not only for spending their leisure times, but also it paves ways for strengthened global cooperation. In light of that, Indonesian Embassy in Addis Ababa has recently launched the second golf tournament at Addis Ababa Golf Club with a view to strengthening global cooperation. The tournament has been held under the theme Friendship for Strong Global Cooperation. Different participants, including Indonesian and Ethiopian golf players, as well as ambassadors representing their respective countries, have been in attendance of the tournament.
The Indonesian Embassy is hosting the second annual tournament. They have done it once before, and they are one of our sponsors of this golf sport. To your other question, golf is a very important person. I have been golfing for 35 years in different parts of the world, and golf has been instrumental for drawing a lot of tourists. If you look into our neighboring country in Kenya, we have got over 44 golf courses. In Nairobi alone, they have about 14 golf courses. Even here from Ethiopia, we go there as a tourist and play golf. And in Cuba, where I had an opportunity to go and play golf over there as well, they have one golf course, but around that golf course, there are more than 25-star hotels. Just people are coming, to enjoy the golf, and as well as, their other tourism, practice. So we hope, golf in Ethiopia will grow sooner than later, and we have a feeling and some information that this golf course will be redesigned and being put by the Ethiopian government, and we are very excited to hear that information.
The 1st of June 2024, very special for Ethiopia and Indonesia. Why very special? Actually, not only for Indonesia and Ethiopia special, but also for other countries. Because of what? Today, we are going to organize the second Indonesian golf tournament, participated by not only
Ethiopian golfers, professional golfers, but also Indonesian and other friends. I'm referring to the expatriate, foreign diplomat, including ambassadors and those who are working for international organization, African Union, and so on, so on. So that it means that today is very special for everybody, not only for Ethiopia, not only for Indonesia, but also for the rest of the world. First time we organized this golf tournament a couple of years ago, and then now for the second time. Why we do this? Because we remember this is a golf diplomacy. So there are so many kinds of diplomacy, right? Political, economic, and so on and so on. But this is a part of the people-to-people diplomacy, so-called public diplomacy. Because in public diplomacy, the actors are not only government officials, not only diplomats, not only ambassadors. Everybody has a role in diplomacy. How to encourage, how to strengthen relation between countries, between Ethiopia and Indonesia especially, and today also between Ethiopia, Indonesia, and other countries in the world, especially those ambassadors who will participate, right? And today, more than 50 golfers will be participate, and this will officially open by the Director General of Indonesian Affairs from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And also, he will join us for the awarding ceremony this afternoon. So I would like to stress that golf in Ethiopia, it's starting booming now, very popular, unlike a couple of years ago. But in Indonesia, golf is very popular. So we can do golf, we can do diplomacy through golf, we can do our, the business through golf. And I saw that in Ethiopia, golf sport is growing very fast. In fact, many Ethiopian friends are now starting playing golf. And through this golf tournament, I hope the cooperation, the relationship between Ethiopia and Indonesia getting stronger and better in all sectors, and also the relation, cooperation, and relation between Ethiopia, Indonesia, and the rest of the world. Because again, the participants here for the golf tournament are not only from Ethiopia, not only from Indonesia, but also from many other countries, especially ambassadors, diplomats, and those who are working at the international organizations also will participate.
I have heard, by number of, diplomats over the years, since I came, to Ethiopia, back again to Ethiopia, that they are so surprised because they know that Ethiopia is an international country. Well, I mean, Addis Ababa is one of, the four international diplomats corps resides here in Addis Ababa, and yet, we don't have even one good golf course in Ethiopia. So they are very much surprised by that. I hope, the government, like for example, in North America or anywhere in the world, golf courses are put by private developers as well as by city governments, by federal government, and by provincial governments. So we hope, everybody will create some kind of interest in generating, these sports and create some more golf courses. And that's where the international community are surprised very much that we don't have enough golf courses. As I told you, our neighboring country, Kenya, has got 44 golf courses. And Zimbabwe, South Africa, even Rwanda, the new country, has got one of the best golf courses there also.
If I may tell you, my friends, I was in ASEAN, working in many ASEAN countries, in European countries, and also in American countries. If I may tell that, frankly speaking, Addis Ababa is the best place for playing golf. Why? First, the weather's excellent. I think number one in the world. Number one in the world. The secondly is that you see the golf course here is very, greeny. The grass is very green, and also the landscapes are excellent. And this is also one of the best golf course in African countries and so on.
Well, they have already started. I think one thing I could comment from what I did observe in some parts of the world, including where I came from Canada, from Toronto, which is one of the largest city. The garbage dump area, they converted that one to a golf course. So what they did was, they filled it with some kind of soil and they created some kind of system so that it doesn't explode. On the top of the mountain, with the pile up garbage, they created a golf course. So we could do the same thing around here also in some other places. They better hurry up before they fill the land, with some, high-rise building or some kind of thing. They have to reserve at least 4 or 5 golf course lots. That's my hope and my recommendation.
My friend Alex, Addis Ababa, I think, this is my opinion, is the best place to play golf. I work in many countries in Asia, I work in many countries in Europe and also in America, but here, Addis Ababa is the best. Why the best? First, because of the weather, the best in the world, I believe, right? The second, because of the landscape of the golf course, and so green, a lot of trees here, and also challenges. There are a lot of lakes, a lot of bunker, a lot of trees that you have to hit the balls and you have to direct your ball precisely. So, and then another one, if we are talking about Addis Ababa, I said that this is the best place to play golf, in my opinion, because I travel and I play golf in everywhere. As I said that in Europe, I play golf already 35 years old. Sorry, I have been playing golf 35 years already. So here, the animo, the patience of Ethiopian to play golf increase every month, every year. And also the young generation. Every time I invited the school children, from the secondary school children, for instance, and also students from a number of universities, they came to my embassy, to my residence, the same compound, and you can see the pictures there. Many of them asked me how to play golf, and then I taught them how to hit the ball, the swing, the good swing, and so on and so on. So I love to share my experiences with the young Ethiopian, young generations in Ethiopia. So I believe that many more Ethiopian young generation and young professional will involve and will play golf. Golf diplomacy is very important. Another thing that this is just an addition. What is golf actually, right? Golf is a sport, yeah, like exercise. Golf also the place where everybody can enjoy, like what do you call it, the picnic, because you can enjoy the landscape, the beauty of the golf courses. The third is that golf also the place for the public relations, for connectivity, and for the lobby, for the business. And the fourth, golf is a part of the how to refresh our mind for the future world.
The Indonesian government is a good example, and the Kenyan, they used to do the same thing, the South Africans. His Excellency Ambassador Busera already told one of the purpose of this tournament is, he said, there is a good, working relationship. As you know, there are different country ambassadors also joining us on today's tournament, so that's also a good opportunity for them, to have some kind of conversation as they normally wouldn't do it, at an office standard.
I believe it 100%. I play here in the Addis Ababa golf course, sometimes 3-4 times a week. So I saw that so many young Ethiopians started playing golf. So young professionals also playing golf here. So that is one of the indications the golf sport in Ethiopia, especially in Addis Ababa, booming in the future.
About 12 years ago, somebody, a white man, came to this golf course and he handed us a small picture. And that picture represents when this golf course was inaugurated over 70 years ago where King Haile Selassie and his extended family and the ministers were attending it. We have that picture already here. So the golf course started in Ethiopia more than 70 years ago. Unfortunately, during the military government, this golf course is considered a bourgeois sport. So he took this piece of land and gave part of it to the Russian camp, and then the other to their own camp. And then I think about 20 years ago, one of our good friend, late Haile Pro, he created this 9 holes, and then followed by the remaining 9 holes. So we have only one full golf course here in Ethiopia. So basically, the golf started a long time ago, but it's stalled for some years. And I just hope it will speed up, in creating more golf courses.
And welcome. You're watching Diplomatic Corner here at AMN. I'm Alin Temiskin with the program. Today I am at Addis Ababa Golf Club to attend the second Indonesian Golf Tournament 2024 that is being organized here under the theme Friendship for Stronger Global Cooperation. So I'm sitting with EU's ambassador. So we'll be discussing the importance of sports in strengthening diplomacy around the globe. Thank you so much indeed for your time.
Thank you.
There might be people watching you for the first time on our TV. Please make introduction of yourself and we'll be starting.
My name is Roland Komia and I'm the ambassador of the European Union to Ethiopia. I've been here for 3 years and I enjoy working in this country.
I just found you here at the tournament. So just tell us briefly about the nature of the program.
Look, this is a tournament organized kindly by the Embassy of Indonesia. Indonesia is a very friendly country to the European Union, and the ambassador is a very good friend of mine. So we wanted to, contribute to to the success of his event. And I came because I love sports. I've always done a lot of sports in my life, of all natures. And today, as I'm getting a bit older, I focus on golf, which is a little bit less demanding physically. And it's a great event because it's a nice way to spend, some time with colleagues and friends. So I really enjoy that.
Have you, spent much time in playing golf, this kind of sport?
Not so much, unfortunately, because the work has been very demanding here in Ethiopia for the last 3 years. So I didn't have so much time. But whenever I could, I came. And we have the chance to have in Addis Ababa, this golf course. Which is a nice place where you can walk and you can be in a lavish green. So it's a nice place to be.
What do you understand of the theme, Friendship for Stronger Global Cooperation?
Look, I think the angle of sports is extremely interesting, what we call the sports diplomacy. And that is, a factor of international relations, because here you can see many different nationalities that will play together. We're going to spend 4 or 5 hours together. Many of the people do not know each other, so you play with strangers. And that is a factor not only of international diplomacy, international relations, but then also of get-together. So it's a place where people can, in a friendly way, in a peaceful way, get together and try to know each other. So I think sports has a great contribution to this, global diplomacy event and global development through a particular angle, which I think is underestimated. We should use more sports between nations in order to bring people together, to move on a more peaceful path in the world. There are too many conflicts, too many tensions, too much introversion in countries, and I think sports is a wonderful vehicle, to open up people in a friendly and peaceful way.
Do you remember a typical important or part of sport that created tremendous or marvelous diplomatic achievements?
Look, yes, there have been many events where, 2 football teams that were from countries that were not friendly have still played together, and they managed, to accept the rules of the game, to be together on the pitch, the supporters of the 2 unfriendly countries being in the same stadium. And I think there are many examples of that, and I think this is a very beautiful thing. It does not always lead to, lasting results, but I think it's a moment in which people have hope, because it's a cultural exchange, but it's also a political exchange. And if this is the place where at least unfriendly people can get together, I think it's a very good first step.
Ethiopia is known for its athletics,
Yes.
but it's not that much active in golf sport. And how do you, evaluate?
Well, you are so good in athletics, and I think you have to continue doing this, because you are outstanding. Ethiopia is outstanding in athletics. And as you know, I think 2 weeks ago, the EU has organized the Great Run of Ethiopia for the children. There were over 2,000 children that came on this EU organized event. All Ethiopian children, over 2,000, that came to run and so on. So we wanted to promote this great talent that Ethiopia has. For golf, maybe if Ethiopians want to play more golf, you should build more golfs one day. But of course, today, I think it's not a priority. The priority is to take care of the people, to try to engage in pro-poor policies that will help the people, turning the page of wars, of poverty, through building schools, hospitals, and infrastructure. So golf is, of course, a leisure. It's nice, but I think there might be other priorities today.
Would you tell us the status of Ethiopia's involvement in sports diplomacy, and also Africa's in general, and what should be done to uplift the status of Ethiopia and the Africa in general in strengthening, cooperation through sports?
Look, as I said, I think sports as a cultural event is underestimated. So everywhere, not only in Africa, but even in Europe, in Asia, in Latin America, all over the world, it is underestimated, because I really believe it has a huge potential to bring people together through culture, through sports. In Africa, I think, it's just a question of finding the right events, the right places to bring people together. Of course, it costs a little bit of money, and that may sometimes be an impediment. But I think it's worth trying, because it's not conflictual. It's really something where the people recognize themselves, they share a common interest, and so they go beyond differences. People have too much tendency on concentrating on differences. Sports brings people together on things that they have in common. A passion for football, a passion for whatever sport. And I think this is a very good first step in reconciliation and in peace.
Thank you so much indeed for your time, and I really appreciate and wish you good luck with your competition.
Thank you. I'm sure I will not win, because I'm not a very good player, but at least we will participate, and we will try to, honor. And you see, I'm wearing this cap, which is the emblem of Indonesia. I'm a European. I'm from the European Union, but still I honor another country. And this is sports. This is respect, this is tolerance, and this is friendship.
Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I will see you next time.
Sure.
All right. Well, viewers, this is what you have seen, and I am just spending some time with diplomats, ambassadors who have come here to attend and participate in the tournament. And until we come up with other guests next week, many thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.